I'm Scott L. Miller. It's the 14th of March, 2022. This is my daily vlog of life in Nicaragua. Welcome to my YouTube show, and if you're new and haven't experienced this, welcome. Like, it's so cool that you're here. Remember to like and subscribe because this is a daily show. I cover all kinds of stuff going on in Nicaragua, and I hope you like it. Today is Monday, and I have had such a busy day, but I want to get this video out today because I'm just overwhelmed with being backlogged on videos. I didn't want to take a risk of going till tomorrow, so I am up in Zaragoza and doing a walk. I mentioned on an earlier episode that I've had zero free time, absolutely none. So I know that people are asking for a lot more like content where I'm like filming the places that I go and less of just me talking to the camera, and I love that idea. Today is the last day. I hope that I'm not able to do that. I'm working really hard to be able to do that tomorrow. Fingers crossed that we'll have that pulled off. No promises, but I am seriously trying hard. This is a lot of work to get these videos done as it is, and I've almost caught up with the backlog. And then I can put in a bit more time, I hope, tomorrow. Anyway, so today's Monday. Started off the day early. The dogs got me up at like 5. But they didn't make me walk them quite right away, but it started early. But we did our early walk, came in, and almost immediately I got stuck with customer calls. We had a customer with an emergency, and it's a good one. Like, it's turning into more work and stuff for us, so that's positive, but that's loud. But it is not how I wanted to start my day. I had the day set aside as a relaxing day. I didn't like block it off or anything, but mentally I'm like, okay, I got nothing on the calendar for today. I got like one meeting I got to do in the afternoon. It's not very intense. I should be able to chill a bit and relax. Maybe I can get out, and so I planned on doing about 3 hours of walking today so I could get videos done and do some interesting stuff. I never got to leave the house. It was absolute heck. Way too busy, super stressful. Good things, actually. Just when you can't stop dealing with phone calls, it wears on you mentally, especially when you have things you need to do. It's not, yes, the work stuff is the priority, but it's still frustrating because it's like, well, I can only do videos when there's daylight, and that can make it really tough trying to fit it in. And I try to do it during good light, right? Because it's pretty dim right now. So I apologize for how dim this is. I have to get it done. My entire morning was taken up on calls. I didn't have a free moment until nearly 1:15, 1:30. It was the first I was able to step away. So as soon as I had a moment, Dominic and I ran and had lunch at Pani Paz. I needed a little bit of a break to just decompress, and I've been so busy. Yesterday I actually skipped breakfast and lunch. That said, I have had yogurt. You know, I have a lot of yogurt in the house. I've been eating that, but no actual like meals, just some yogurt other than dinner 2 nights ago. And then I had only the pizza yesterday, and then today I didn't manage to have breakfast. So by lunch I was okay because I've been eating, but I was a little bit on the hungry side. So really looking forward to being able to go somewhere and get real lunch, because we don't have a lot in the house. We don't keep a lot because we only cook so much and we only have so much storage. So it's a problem to store a lot of things, but then if we end up being home a lot, we don't always have something to eat. So today just needed lunch. So we went to Pani Paz. We got the pesto caprese, and we got the camembert with honey. Yum! It was very good. Very glad that we went out there. And I love the colors of this house. How cute is that? And this bakery right here. Just gonna show them. See, you get some stuff on the show. I'm still on the show, but I show things. Do what I can to show little bits of life. And at least I'm walking around someplace interesting. I'm on, I believe, 2nd Ave in Zaragoza. So it's not the most exotic part of the town, but it's real Zaragoza life, and a street I have never filmed before, so something. Show one of the pulperias here. And this really cute green house that I'm coming by. I'm actually going to swing around because there's a lot of shops in this section, and it's a cute little area, but like this is what shops are like all over Leon, like cute little corner places just nestled all over the place, and you never know what you're going to find, because one place will be bread, and one place will be chicken, and one place will be drinks, and it's all different. And so you just go around the neighborhoods, and there's these tiny shops, each with some unique thing, and some of them are like little variety stores, and some only sell like plastic boxes and bins, tubs, Tupperware type stuff. Others will only be soft drinks and just all kinds of really isolated items. And some are clothing stores. Like, it's all over the place. So we had a nice lunch. We really enjoyed that. On the way back, we were taking the taxi. The taxi got stuck in El Centro for so long, and I had a meeting that I needed to get to, that I actually had to leave Dominica in the taxi, jump out, and almost run. I didn't actually run, I just fast walked. But I had to fast walk across town and made it just in time for the call. Dominica was way too late. By the time she got home, it was not an option for me to have stayed in the taxi. So that was important that I did that, but it's also ridiculous that I had to jump out of a taxi to be able to get home, and I beat her by like at least 8 minutes, if not more. It may have been like 12 minutes, but it was a minimum of 8 minutes faster for me to walk home from downtown. Like, there's a reason I don't like to take taxis, and it's such a hassle. And of course you pay for it, right? So you don't get exercise. It's a pain to get. They're super hot because a lot of times you're not moving fast, so it's not like you're getting a lot of wind. And I just don't like dealing with it. Enough times it has been faster to walk than to take the taxi, and there's so many ancillary benefits that I really lean heavily towards the walking over the taxi. It just makes me feel so much better. And I'm watching my watch right now. Today's not been a big walking day, but I'm coming up on 6,000 steps. Yesterday, I clocked in at 22,000, which I think is my highest number I've ever seen come up on my watch. And it's funny because it didn't even feel like a heavy walking day, and that's how many my watch said. So yeah, living in Nicaragua has encouraged me to just constantly walk around, which is fantastic. I love that it really has, I thought it would, make me live my life outside. And anytime we need something, I just step out the door and go walk. So my afternoon was dealing with meetings, and I was on calls pretty much continuously from the time I got back from lunch, which was 2:30. I actually didn't make it for 2:30. At 3, I had to push back a meeting, made it at 3, and then couldn't get off of the phone until I came out to do this at 10 till 6. So that's how busy it has been all day. But now I've stepped away from the office, but the light's getting dim, so pretty soon we're gonna have some chicken pot pie for dinner. Dominica's been threatening to make that for a while. We're not doing a pie crust, we're doing a biscuit crust, because it's really hard to get Crisco and the weather right to do pie crust here. So we're working on coming up with a strategy for getting a reliable pie crust. But until then, we're doing a biscuit crust, and I think I'm gonna be able to talk Liesl into watching Empire Strikes Back tonight, but my hope is one way or another that I don't have a ton of work I have to do tonight, and I'm able to actually just chill. Today is officially the day that my book is supposed to be arriving in print for the people who got it in print. My friend Jason said he's expecting his today, but I'll probably miss it just because of the way the shippers work. Brian Watson got his on Saturday. It actually arrived early, which is amazing. So he's the first one who was able to send me a picture of him holding my book, that he had actually received it. That is one of the best feelings ever. I unfortunately do not have a copy of my book. In theory, my copies were sent to the Grices in the hopes that someone would be coming from Houston at some point and be able to bring one to me, but otherwise, I don't know. Like, it's such a big, heavy thing. I don't know when I'm actually going to be able to get it in my hands, which really sucks because I wrote a book after all these years, and I really want to hold it and have it on my shelf and show people like, hey, look, I wrote a book, instead of just going, you know, you can go to Amazon and Google my name and a book comes up. Like, that's cool, but actually having someone look on your shelf and go, wait, that's your name. Like, is that your book? Yes, it is. So it's awesome that it's out. I feel great, but it sucks that I haven't actually seen it yet. Other people have seen it and I haven't. Oh well. That is our update for Monday, the 14th, I believe, yes. And I will see all of you tomorrow for what I hope is a very exciting episode where we try to do a bit more around town. Remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss anything. It will be out tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, as we come out every morning at exactly 8 o'clock. I don't know what time that actually is. I don't know what time zone it is now that there's daylight savings time. Here it's 8 o'clock. There, where you are, I don't really know.